They do a lot of things. They're really good with their pressures. They're very good at getting linebackers, the quarterback, as well as just straight up the defensive line. So whenever you have to handle both, it makes it pretty challenging.
Is he up against Vic Beasley?
So Vic Beasley, how does you guys control him?
Well, like watching him, his first 3 steps are by far the best in college football. Just like he's on his 3rd step when everybody else, and all the other D-line are on their first. It's like watch his legs move is pretty impressive, and he's a special talent. So whenever a special talent like that, everybody really has to be on their A game and handling him.
How do you counteract that, or how do you attack that kind
of
speed?
You have to make sure he's very good at exposing technique flaws in every offensive lineman. So, for example, if you're taking a pass set and you're playing against any other guy, you can kind of get away if maybe your weight was too far on one foot or your hand was not in the right spot. But if you're not technically sound with him, he's gonna expose it. So you have to really be on your A game to go up against a guy like him.
Can you talk about playing at Death Valley under the lights, nighttime, and just like extra challenges that poses, and how loud it's going to be in there for you guys?
It's going to be very loud because you watch those games on TV. They're crazy. It's a very great fan base, very loyal fan base, very loud fan base. So whenever you go and do that, you have to take care of your silent cadences and all that types of things to be able to deal with that. We usually don't see that on a weekly basis, so we're putting some extra emphasis on it, and hopefully it helps.
This also might be one of the last times you guys play on a national stage against your ranked opponent. Would that get you a little more amped up for this one?
I don't think of it that way. I just know how good they are. I don't care if they were unranked or if they're number 10. They are who they are, and they're very, very good football team. And so every single week you have to tackle the team that you're playing, and we're playing a very good one, so we have to be on our A game.
Sean, AJ likes to have you found yourself adjusting technique-wise, going through the past couple of weeks, adjusting his style of play?
Yeah, you just have to make sure that if he does break the pocket, and you can have perfect position on your guy, like stopping in the angle to where you think the quarterback is. Once you feel your guy going away and breaking the pocket because you see AJ out there, you have to let go and just be like, you're on your own. So just because you get holding calls, because you're staying on your guy's going somewhere, and then sometimes they call it. So you have to make sure that more of his presence of where he is can to help you out and not attract noise.
Coach Lester talked a little bit about Clemson's more unique run scheme, where they drop linemen and odd things to do. What have you seen on tape, and how kind of unique is that to the different teams?
Well, they're all very athletic, so they're able to do it. Most defenses in college don't necessarily do that a bunch because they don't have the athletes to do it, but Clemson does. So it brings extra things that you can be setting the defensive lineman, and the defensive lineman drops, and as he drops, it's called a tag, and then you get tagged, and then the backer comes, and it's impossible to get them. So whenever a team's able to do that, you really have to come up with a good protection plan, and you have to really be able to tell when that's going to come to try to help you out.
For you guys up front, have varying ranges of experience, but AJ has probably never seen anything like this. How do you talk to him about that at all? As just a freshman, kind of going against his advantage?
We're taking with him just taking it day by day. I haven't talked to him about the venue yet or how it's going to be. We'll probably address that a little later in the week.
What do you remember about last year's game going up against Beasley?
You can't give him anything. And what I mean by that is like I said earlier, if you give him any type, if you're a little slow off the ball, you didn't hear like when you were supposed to get off the ball, or you aim a little too wide, he's athletic enough to take advantage of it, and he has a good bull rush too. He has because he's long limbed, like he has longer arms than what he's 6'3", but he has longer arms than what his height should have. So whenever he has that length, it's tougher to get your hands on him. So with all that skill set, he's a challenge to block.
So I was told there was maybe 2 plays from that game that you were kind of stewing over immediately afterwards. I don't know if you remember them.
Yeah.
I know them too, but I
I remember them, and I don't want to. There's no excuses. I got beat, so it's frustrating every game. Like you have a couple plays, and hopefully that the result of those plays isn't something drastic. But he ended up getting like the one play that it really sticks out in my mind. He ended up getting a sack, and that was my only sack he gave up on the year. So I was really disappointed, and just but it is what it is, and you have to learn from it and move on.
You still use it as motivation going into this week?
You just try to learn from past experiences, really. Like, I'm not going to sit there and say, like, oh, that happened. I mean, I'm not going to go about it that way, but you just try to learn from what you went through before to try to help you out in the future. So that's more of just how we approach it.
Why the kid from Louisville and why Vic were the two guys you took more of an extensive look at?
Well, because they're more that at tackle, even though like the run game is extremely important and everything, but it's that the offensive success hinders upon if you can let the quarterback throw the football. So whenever you're going against dynamic pass rushers, you really have to study them because they do so many things well that you have to be prepared for those things. And Lorenzo